Hey guys, I thought it would be fun to do an About Me section because I've had so many new people join lately and I'm so excited to have you aboard. But like on this channel, a lot of what I do, especially in the spring and summer, is I garden. I kind of take a break from some of the political stuff and I spend a lot of time outside. And I'm going big this year. I'm going very big. Our property line was sort of misunderstood for many years, and we just got some new neighbors, and they had their land surveyed, and we found out I'm about 1.5 feet into their property, and I planted so much stuff. I sent her a Christmas card and said, do you want the flowers? Because if you don't, I'll dig them up and take them back. But if she wants them, she can have them. It's my gift to you. It's just that I worked really hard on it. So it kind of sucks. Okay, I love the Dead End Kids. The Dead End Kids were a group of 6 boys from like 1938. And they went on to make movies until the 50s. And the Dead End Kids are like my favorite thing. Like if you talk about identity, I sort of like, if you have like a fantasy thing that you identify with, I identify with the Dead End Kids. The Dead End Kids specifically were always being thrown into a system of sorts and sort of navigating their way through oppressive rules and things like that. And it's just something that I can relate to a lot. I never went to like reform school. I was a bad kid, but I wasn't like necessarily breaking the law either. Okay, I struggle with substance abuse. I'll go like 5 weeks without alcohol, and then I'll hit the bottle again, and then I'll go another 5 weeks without alcohol, and then I'll hit the bottle again. I almost kind of feel like the normal, everyday, average person, because I used to work at Applebee's, so like a lot of normies would come in and sit around the bar, and they were great. I'm not saying anything mean about them. But it just kind of made me realize that I think like the normal, average person drinks a little more than maybe is recommended, and I feel like I can fit into that category sometimes. I have liberal views about marijuana. I hate that the Republicans are so against it, because I tend to vote Republican. I don't always vote Republican, but most of the time I do, and they're so anti-weed. I don't understand why. If you would just like smoke it once, you would understand. It's not that big of a deal. I call it wacky tobacco. So I really love animals. I have 3 cats, a dog, and a hamster. I show my hamster on here quite a bit. You'll see my animals here and there. I am a housewife. I keep the house clean. I make dinners. Ever since, I don't call myself a stay-at-home mom because my kids are in school most of the day. I call myself a housewife because I kind of like serve my husband. I don't really serve the kids. I mean, sorta. When you're a mom, you do kind of serve your kids in a way. Little punks. All I know is, since I quit working last year, my marriage is better, my kids are happier, my level 3 autistic son has a lot of behavioral issues, and they kind of seem to have resolved. And the issues were pretty serious, but he doesn't seem to have them anymore. I was raised on the Beatles. I wish I could say I was raised on the Bible, but I was raised on the Beatles. And I like the Beatles. I don't really like George. He's my least favorite of the Beatles. I think he's kind of like, sort of pretentious in a way. And I know, like, with his wife and stuff, he made her stand on a bathroom scale and, like, he would weigh her every week and stuff like that. He kind of, ew, gross. Ringo beat his wife. He was an alcoholic that beat his wife. John Lennon is my favorite Beatle, but he's got all kinds of stuff about him. But I think as far as the Beatles go, like, John Lennon's my favorite lyrics, and, Paul McCartney was really good with instrumentals, while John Lennon was good with lyrics. I am also a Christian, I tend to be a little bit more conservative in my faith. Just because I don't like some of the rules that God has for us. That doesn't matter, guys. They're still his rules, okay? You can, like, not like them, but you still have to listen to them, and, you know, you're supposed to obey them. I could probably stand to be a little more social. We were going to Bible study and stuff like that. I'll be going Sunday night. We found a church right up the street that, seems really, like, legit. They seem cool. It's conservative, but it's not so conservative that it's, like, debilitating. Well, I guess that's it, guys. I gotta clean my house. I'm gonna play some music and clean my house and be a jolly little housewife. I'm gonna make, some chili. I use ground chicken. We gave up ground beef, about 6 months ago. Due to the price. We have bought it once in about the past 6 months. And that's it. We use ground chicken now. Not even ground turkey. We use ground chicken. It's better. Trust me. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.